Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S, Jets, well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. On the return, Britton Covey. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Quincy Williams making the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And he gets him around 6 there. Brought to a halt by C.J. Mosley. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Running back sent in motion. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. That's into the hands of Barkley. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Moves slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st down throwing for Hurts. It's Dotson on the catch. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
On 1st down, Hurts. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. And his first pass falls incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now it's 2nd down.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Pretty clear here by these 2 play calls. The offense, they wanted to attack this secondary in the passing game. But this defense, well, they more than responded. It's got them in great shape to make a stand right here on 3rd down and finish off a brisk 3 and out to begin the game.
3rd and long for him here. Oh, he got free. On the move, headed right.
You know, sometimes, and you've heard this from a lot of the great coaches, know when to lose a battle to win the war. And that time, just simply not taking a loss, pretty big deal for the offense.
So on 4th down, the Jets turn to a fan favorite. It's Thomas Morstead to punt it away. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. Now for the 2nd time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. They lost it in enemy territory their last time out. Never a spot you want to fumble. So I imagine, Brock, it's going to be 2 hands on the football as they return to the field. First down, a run with Barkley. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of one. Through one quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from MetLife coming right up. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They still have 10 to go here. It's second down. They go to Barkley again. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It goes as a pickup of 37 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Sending a receiver left. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Oh, no, he lost control of another one. And this is scooped up by the Jets. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Throwing on first down, Rodgers. Malachi Corley reels it in. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And he's able to get this down to the 36. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
First down, and they go right back to it. Along this sideline inside the 25. They get 22 on that one. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
Best run games in this league at balance can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll only get 3 here as we've reached the 2-minute warning.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the shotgun, Rodgers. To the sideline, and Adams snags it. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Rodgers here from the gun. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing again, it's Rodgers. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Again, Rodgers. And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets get some late points and the lead. Malachi Corley, the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights, and they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Eagles taking over now late in the first half. And Brock, they are not off to a good start. 2 drives, 2 giveaways. I think they could call this a win if this drive just doesn't end in a turnover.
Yeah, there's got to be some voices of calm within this offense to play smart, not scared. Play smart and take care of the football, but you can't be scared to make a mistake, or typically one will follow.
1st and 10, here's Hurts. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. The Eagles setting out their offense one last time in the first half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They've got 1st down from the 31. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second and 6 coming up here. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. From the pistol, Hurts. Into traffic, complete. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, set now, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. He just throws this one away.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. The kick by Hopkins is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Well, nothing to critique there. Good snap, good hold, and he puts it through to pay off the drive with 3 points.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Jets getting one final go at it on offense here before halftime. And they may not be able to take an knee safely this close to the goal line. Might need to run a play to end this half. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before halftime. And this throw is knocked away, incomplete. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Xavier Gibson now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here's the Jets offense getting ready to start our third quarter. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Cooper DeJean with the stop. All right, here we go. Second down. From the 31. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that's...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Now that is exactly how you drew it up at halftime defensively. Make a big play. On that money down, you got to cash in on 3rd downs. They're going to be huge in the second half. Make sure you get yourself off the field in short order, which they did. And now you give some momentum to your offense when they get the ball back.
Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Eagles will take possession. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Motion man left is Brown. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Yeah, it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. The Jets get there and bring him down. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Here's what I know. I know this one, Kate, from personal experience. After this one's over, QB, Well, he's going to spend some time in that cold tub because he's been in so much time on the ground, taking a beating today. This offensive line, this offense has got to find a way to protect the passer.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Picked up at the 38. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a 1st down. This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives him new life, and this 1st down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Caught by Dotson on the slant. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 46. He's on the move. Now here he goes. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Hurts. Cut near the goal line. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles push their lead to 3. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now here comes the New York offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Pressure comes, Rodgers. Wilson's got it. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Brought down by Jalen Carter.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does 2 things. Number 1, it strikes fear in the defense, and number 2, you gain respect of your teammates.
That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. The Jets have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Handoff running left. Here's Hall. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
1st down throw by Rodgers. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 31-yard play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
From the 23, he'll get this one to Adams. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
On first down, here comes Hall. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. Rodgers will look to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he goes down, so they're set up with a nice first and goal as we've reached our 2-minute warning.
You know, with some of these tight ends today, you could put 2 guys, heck, put 3 guys on them, and they still find a way to make those catches. With how they move at their size, they really are the ultimate matchup advantage.
He'll look to throw it. Has it in close. And in, touchdown, New York. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets take a 4-point lead. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Covey now to return this. And look at this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Ball at the 33 for first down. Back to throw. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's out of bounds, up at his own 45. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Setting up to pass. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up. Now hang on. They want to take another look at this play. And a very important call coming up late in this game.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Here he is to throw. He's got Devontae Smith. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First and 10 now from the 30. Hurts throwing again. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use. Second and 3 now. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. And you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him. Had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Wangu now to return. This return makes it up to the 25. The Jets offense now set to take over. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Rodgers. Escapes out to the left. He's on the move. The Jets take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. This is reeled in by Wilson. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. Still one more in their pocket to use. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. First down, Rodgers. Into the hands of Conklin. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight end, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 41. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing now. A bit of desperation on this deep. He's got it inside the 10. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from New York.